It's John, BSP. We're going to go over the 150-pound recurve crossbow. This is a Wizard Crossbow, as in most of my purchases, eBay, about 120 bucks. So if you're looking at trying to keep your costs to a minimum and still be able to hunt big game, this is one of the perfect options. It's very accurate. 15, 25 yards, I am very confident that I can hit damn near a quarter every time. 35 yards, I still feel confident on a shot. There is going to be one difference as far as your broadheads. Don't use fixed broadheads, because on a short bolt you're going to have a lot of different flying side to side, fishtailing, porpoising for the accuracy. I love the mechanical broadheads when it comes to the crossbow. This crossbow comes with a scope and these bolts right here. This is a 14-inch. I know some of them come with a 16-inch. This particular bolt right here, although the tips do come off, I can take these things off and put broadheads on them. The problem is, and you'll see when I go to load the crossbow, that these actually are set back a little bit too far, which means you cannot get a broadhead on here and have it sit in the groove where it's supposed to be sitting. So you can't hunt big game with these because you're not able to put a broadhead on them. What I prefer, I went to Walmart and bought myself some of these are the Carbon Express, the Surge. These are the 20 inches. I'm going to actually get a lot of hangover on the end. You'll see when I load it. I like a heavier arrow. What I'm going to be lacking as far as the difference between this bolt and the bolt that comes with it is a whole lot of feet per second. This is a slower bolt, but because it's heavier, I'm going to get a lot more penetration. I know there's going to be so many people that say back and forth, oh, you can still get plenty of penetration, this, that, the other. This is just what I prefer. So whatever you like, go ahead and do what you would like to do. But I'm going to recommend these bolts right here. You can use a fixed blade broadhead, but again, the accuracy definitely is not the same. This bolt, or this crossbow, comes with a scope as well. I put a different scope on here. The reason I did is this. You'll see this little switch right here. What this allows you to do, this allows you to change your yardage, your distance. So as you're out in the field, you got a deer or something coming at you, whatever your game is. Let's say right now it's set at 15 yards, but in order to go to the 25, what I would do is I would actually turn this and it tilts the scope down. That allows you to shoot further out. I personally don't like it because of the fact that each notch, you'll have to have a specific weighted arrow in order to work with the notches they have. My scope, however, has mil dots on it. And if you look close right here on the scope, what I've done is I've made myself a cheat sheet. The actual crosshair itself is set at 15 yards. The third mil dot down is 25, and the last mil dot is 35. So I don't have to worry about sitting here using this clicking device while I got game in front of me. That way, when I'm sitting there actually on the game, if it moves out and I can't get a shot until I know it's at 25, instead of backing off and readjusting, I can just use the next mil dot and I'll be perfectly fine. That's my preferred method. Whatever you guys like to do, you know, that's up to you. But we're talking about the functionality of a 150-pound crossbow. It's cheap, it's effective. Let's go ahead and shoot. When loading this crossbow, I'm going to highly recommend getting yourself a cocking device. It makes it so much easier, and you're not going to have a different amount of tension on one limit other than the other. That's something you do need to be careful of. It does void a warranty, which how will they ever know? I don't know. But this string is designed to go behind the butt and come down. But because I have a pistol grip inside of the crossbow, I like to go through the pistol grip. That way there's no possible way of it slipping. Just stick the handle right through there and the hooks. What this does is it goes down, hooks right onto the string on either side of the actual body of the crossbow, and then you pull straight up until it clicks twice. Alright, when that happens, what this does, this is an auto safety cocking mechanism on this crossbow. It's already on safety. As soon as you pull this back and you cock it into position, it actually puts it on safety for you. So let's go ahead and load a couple of bolts here. Right, what I've done is I've loaded one of the 14-inch bolts that came with this crossbow, just so you can see why I was talking about it not being able to utilize a broadhead on it. The 16s, if you got one with a 16-inch, that would probably work, but you can see how if you were to take this tip off and put the broadhead on it, it's just not going to sit right in there, okay? That's why. So we're going to go ahead and pull this one off. They'll still shoot with a field point just fine, and you'll actually get about 285 feet per second out of these small 14-inch bolts. You're not going to get near that with the carbons. You'll probably only get about 220 to 240, but that's still more than enough to kill about any big game animal. So you're going to want to put the cock feather down inside of the groove, slide it through your front guard, bring it back underneath the clip. It's going to take it back. Basically, you go back until it stops, and that is exactly where it needs to be. You can see there's quite a bit of overhang on this. You can get shorter ones, you can cut them down, whatever you want. I like to leave them long so they get that extra weight for the penetration. So here we go. Okay, that was the 150-pound Wizard Crossbow. Cheap, effective. That was 15 yards. I get pretty close to the same accuracy at about 25 yards, but that being 15, said and done, as you can see, super effective. Thanks for watching, guys.